Hi friends, it's Carol from Crinkled Path Journals, and I'm just coming on live for a few minutes to answer some questions that have come to me regarding the Secret Santa style Christmas in July swap. Get the place lit up. Hi and welcome. So we are 2 days away from the closing of the signups for the Secret Santa style Christmas in July swap. And I just wanted to field some questions that have come to me so that if you're afraid to ask the question, concerned about something, please just put a comment either now in the live or after. I will try and go back and answer any questions I miss. Even if you just are watching the replay, please put your questions in if you have any concerns. And I just want to thank everybody who has signed up. We have over 25 people signed up for the swap already. We, excuse me. Oh, now I'm need some water. I'm so excited. We would love to see more people participating from Canada. So far, we have 4 people that did not indicate if they were from the US or Canada. So maybe some of them were Canadians and that box just didn't get checked. You can always go back and click on the entrance form. I'll have it in the description box after the live goes off. You can also go back to my original video where I did the introduction, and then you can see there the links to both the sign up form, which is basically a questionnaire so that your Santa can get to know you and so that I know that you're willing to commit to doing the things that we need done if you are a Santa. Hi, welcome. I'm not sure why, but I can't see the comments. So I'm sorry that I can't see who's here. And if you're commenting, I'm not sure why that's not coming up. I'm pretty new to doing lives. This is only the second one I've ever done. So I can see that 3 of you are watching and I appreciate it. So I probably will have to answer the questions after I get off. So like I said, 2 days left. Signups end at midnight on July 7 or June 7. I'm sorry, I cannot do that. June 7. I know there's been some confusion around the dates because people have looked at it and thought that you had to sign up by the 7th and mail something by June 8th, but it's July 8th. You have almost a whole month between when you sign up and when you have to send your first item. So people have expressed, well, what if I'm traveling during the summer? Well, that's kind of why we built this the way we did, because you can make something in June anytime it's convenient, and then you can go ahead and mail it in July. Some people, if they know they're going to be gone the entire month of July, hopefully at least you have some way to get your mail and check in on that so that you can do your unboxing videos. But if you have to mail all 3 packages at once to your recipient as a Santa, then you can do that at the beginning of July and then just put package 1, package 2, package 3, and what date they're supposed to open it, which are somewhere after these dates. All those dates are in the sign-up form. Also, a lot of the explanation is in the sign-up form if you need to go back and look. Okay, so some of the questions. I don't really understand the Hi, Sierra. Sierra's under a hairdryer right now, so she can't hear very well. So the comments are popping up. Yay, I'm so happy. Okay. Thanks for commenting. Hi, Meg. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. All right. Yes, you still have time. You have a couple days to get that signed up. All right, where was I? So this is based on an office style Secret Santa swap. I used to do this when I was working at a school, and we would get a little information about our person who we were supposed to be giving gifts to, and like, what kind of chocolate do you like, or are you sweets or salty person? And then do you like Like, what's your favorite $5 gift card? Anyway, you would get some information about your recipient, and then you could kind of sneak things onto their desk or whatever. So this is the virtual version of that, where you're going to mail something to your recipient, and you're going to try and make things or gather things that are have something to do with what they like. And it is a bit of a stretch for all of us to try and do something like that for somebody else. And I think it's really important that, one, we continue to build community, do nice things, fun things together and for each other, and that we expand our horizons a little bit and try some new things. And so a lot of us have some overlap of similar styles, so hopefully it's not too big a challenge for you and that you are excited about a little bit of a challenge. So some of the questions that I've gotten: does it have to be Christmas? No. So the first 3 handmade tags you send are going to be in whatever style your recipient said they liked. So it might be boho or grungy or vintage or retro. It might be Victorian, whatever they like. And I'm not asking you to go out and buy all new supplies. So within reason, just do your best to kind of try and work within what they're expressing they like. And then for the second thing, you're going to share 3 shared craft supplies. So you can kind of go stalk their channel, or maybe if they're not on YouTube, you can maybe ask friends that you see chat with them or something in the makers market. If they know anything that you've heard they've needed, or you can just send 3 fun supplies. It doesn't have to be that complicated. And if you go to your questionnaire, you'll see that there is a list of examples there of what the handmade items and the supplies might be. So it's things like, well, the first 3 are handmade tags. So however you want to make a tag. Some items for the handmade Christmas or winter themed item. So that's the 3rd package, where they'll indicate what colors they like. Do they like Christmas? What kind of Christmas do they like? Are they nativity? Are they Santa? Are they snowmen? Or do they just like winter nature? They don't want it necessarily to be Christmas related at all. So you can express that in your form so that you don't get something that you don't want. Okay? Some items that you can send that are supplies might include a sticker sheet or a sticker pack, a roll of washi, or maybe just some washi lace or ribbon wrapped around a card. You can send a tiny book. You could send some, guest checks and time cards, or some vintage playing cards. Anything that you have that you think your recipient would like. You could make a pocket and put 10 little pieces of ephemera in it, or maybe an envelope or a little bag. You can make, for your handmade winter or Christmas item, you could do a stuffed pocket or a small folio. Make something you would love to make that you think your recipient would like. So for this second one, it's just supplies. For the 3rd one, it's 1 handmade item and a couple other winter-themed craft supplies. So it might be some snowflake ribbon or some bling that you have that would be cute in a winter journal. Somebody asked, what if people look at the postmark? Aren't they going to know who their Santa is? Well, as Hazel said, there's a certain level of skullduggery, is what she said. So if you're creating things in your recipient style and not your style, it's going to be hard for them to guess. If they want to investigate the postmark with a magnifying glass and try and figure out who their Santa is, that's up to them. I would just encourage you to try and Avoid looking too closely at anything if you want it to continue to be a surprise. I've had people who go on vacation, took their package with them, and mailed it from somewhere else just to keep the person from knowing who their Santa was. You don't have to go to those extremes, but you will be given your host's return address to put on the package so that you're not putting your return address on the package. So that should help keep it a secret a little bit. Somebody asked, can I send extras? Do I have to only send what's on here? Of course, I am not going to limit you from sending extras. Just know that that is not the expectation. Your Santa's not going to be expecting a bunch of extras. I don't expect you to buy a bunch of extras or gather a bunch of extras. You do not have to buy anything. You can gather everything from your stash if you want. So please don't go to any great expense. Postage is enough, and I ask that you please don't spend more than $20 if you do decide to purchase everything that you're sending to them. All right, let me see if I've hit all my questions. I've got them written down here. I do notice that in the questionnaire, we have pretty much an equal amount of people who participated last time who are coming back and really excited. And then we have a lot of new people. I have only seen a few people who are not on YouTube signed up to participate. So if you are not on YouTube and you would love to try a swap, but you don't make videos, that's fine. I just want to make it really clear that you can post on the Maker's Market, and I will have a link to that as well in the description when this is done. It's free to just make a account name on there so that we can tell who's putting the photos on and who we're talking to in the chat. There's several chat rooms there for different categories, and the one that we will be posting in for the Secret Santa swap is the hashtag show and tell chat. And you can post photos of what you receive, and you can post photos for the last pre-recorded video or photo. There, you just want to take a picture of what you made so you can show it after all the swapping is done, and tell us a little bit about your recipient, what you learned about them, and why you made things and thought it would be something they would like. We would love to hear that either in a video or in the chat with just some photos. I'm very excited to have you all be a part of this. It was so fun last year. Everybody who participated last year had such a good time that I heard from, and I really appreciate the effort. I've tried to have this be as simple as possible as far as the giving you a longer time frame and having things listed clearly. I know it's a lot of dates and it's a lot of extra explanation because there has been a lot of questions. But basically, you get a month to make 3 tags, gather 3 craft supplies, make a handmade Christmas or winter item, depending on what your recipient wants, and then throw a couple more craft items in and mail those 3 packages on these times, and then just post a video when you get a package and or post a photo in the Maker's Market. You are also welcome, if you're on other social media platforms, to post on other platforms as well. But we ask that you please post in the Maker's Market so that there is a one-stop shop for people to go to one place to look at all the photos. Okay, if I missed a question and you still have questions, you have 2 days to get your questions in. I'm happy to help. We will have so much fun once this gets off the ground and going. I think I'd hate for anybody to miss out because they didn't get a question answered, or they were concerned that they weren't able to do something based on the timeline. You really have a full month to be making something. I do better with deadlines. So I have to set some for myself in this one. But we have enough hosts so that even the hosts will be in somebody else's group, so they won't know who their Santa is. And again, I really, really would love to hear from more Canadian YouTubers and from more US participants who aren't on YouTube who are willing to share in the Makers Market. It's a great opportunity for a wider audience to participate, and I'm very happy and can't thank you enough from my Christmas Carol heart that so many of you have been so supportive and signed up. I want to thank my hosts now. Pam Benny had to step out. She's had some health concerns in her family, and it's just a little overwhelming right now, and I completely understand. BB from BB's Closet Creations has stepped in to take her place. We have Angela the Traveling Crafter, and we have Hazel and Naka from Canada, Kathy from Grace Paper Co. Studio. I always say that backwards. Grace Co. Paper Studio. And we have our own Sarah from New England Junk Journals, who's also going to be hosting. For our non-YouTube video, for the ones who are posting photos in the Makers Marketplace, we have Veronica Wilson and, oh my, I just went blank. Of course, because I'm live. And I didn't write it down. I'm so sorry. Oh. Is it Judy or Janet? Oh my, I'm sorry. Well, I will be sure to list. Oh, it's Janet Birdsall. Thank you so much for excusing my faux pas there. Poor Judy and Janet, they get called the other person's name a lot, and I really try not to make that mistake. All right, well, this is just a quick answer to the questions that have come my way. I hope that even if you're really not ready to embrace Christmas in the middle of July, I've had a lot of people say that as well, that you will understand that if you don't want this to be anything Christmas related, it's really just based on that office swap and the secret part and then the gift giving. That's why we call it Santa. And so we try not to over inundate you with Christmas if that's not your thing. All right. And for those of us who love Christmas, this is an extra special time to receive some of those things that we love. And I hope you will all consider rushing back to the form. If you did not, I had a couple people who did not fill out sections of the form. Some people didn't put their mailing address in, and we really need that. It will only be shared with your Santa and your host, so you can make sure to feel secure that we're not just giving that out to everybody or a number of people. It really is just, it'll go to me on the form, and then your host will give it to your Santa, and that's it. Okay. And we thank you so much for I thank you so much for those of you who have already signed up. Please, if you feel like you were maybe one of the people who missed filling out the form, you can fill it out again if you don't find a way to edit your form. I will see the duplication and make sure, you aren't assigned to Santas. Okay. Well, we're just over 19 minutes in. Oh, yay, Meg, thank you, thank you. All right, well, take care, everyone, and I will talk to you in the next video. Again, if you have a question, you can leave it here in the chat, or you can email me at crinkledpath@gmail.com. So if you need to ask me a private question, you're welcome to do it that way. I appreciate you all. Take care, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.